জোর ফাটা জোরে বললে হয় না
হেড ওটা আগে
बोलो क्या नाम है उनका? वो क्या करते हैं? कहाँ से है? मतलब अपकमिंग ऑफिसर। तो ये जयदेव सर क्लास का क्या है? शान है। तो इनके लिए एक ताली होना चाहिए जोर से। इंडियन आर्मी में जा रहा है देश के लिए काम करने के लिए। इसीलिए हम लोग ये नेशनल सॉन्ग के साथ उनको सम्मान करेंगे। खड़ा हो जाओ। यू
Okay, no, lead कौन करेगा? Everything to be systematic. And defense institute, I can't tolerate the like the things.
कौन करेगा?
Someone, you have practiced them that year. So are you ready for that to lead?
Yes.
So why you are not coming here, dear? You show your dareness.
Yes. Okay. Everyone ready? 3, 2, 1, start. जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाए तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
वंदे मातरम
वंदे मातरम
वंदे मातरम
वंदे मातरम
वंदे मातरम
वंदे मातरम
जय हिंद
जय हिंद
जय हिंद
जय हिंद
जय हिंद
जय हिंद
जय जवान
जय जवान
जय किसान
जय किसान
जय विज्ञान
जय विज्ञान।
and we all will congratulate our tiger Shomodip Sarkar. 3 cheers for hip hip
Hooray!
3 cheers for
Hip hip hooray!
3 cheers for
Hip hip hooray!
Thank you guys. You all sit down. Sir, in the next day, and we will also go to be an officer in the next day. Okay, so you all have to come. Whatever you know, the space is very short. So we will request to all of you, please come here, and we will give it to him. Or please you come here also. You will come. Sit. Please come. You all come here, guys. You all take the frame. You all be here. Okay, this is the bouquet.
Yes, sir.
You all keep it. Here. You once. You just. Okay. You all guys come here.
একটু সাইডে চাপ তো তুই এই সামনে না সামনে তুই একটু পিছনে যা
পেছনে চলে যা ওই পেছনে চলে যা
এবার নেক্সট আমাদের যারা ফুলের বুকে দিলে এবার তোরা চলে তা তোদেরও তার সেম পাওয়া
এখানে এসো তোমরা এসো here I just want to say, that's okay, fine. I just want to say, Somodip, I can if but I can't, I can order only. He would like to say something to all of you guys. In future, you all of will go to an SSB or in that type of exam. So just we will take and share something that how he had get recommendations from SSB Allahabad and under TS. The most important thing where it is, why I feel so proud, I really feel proud. A lot of my students has got a clearance in SSB, but this time it's a marvelous achievement. Why? Because when he go to Allahabad,
Yes, sir.
the total number of aspirants, how many? 280. And out of them, how many was in a screening out and how many was there for the final?
For screening, 71 got screened in. And
70.
71.
71.
Yes, sir.
Out of 280, only 71 screened in.
Yes, sir.
And then how many got recommendation?
One.
One. And who is he? From 71
Yes, sir.
and only one. See the journey. This is a real Josh. This is a real bravery. This is a real thing what he had did in action, in real. He is not a real hero. He is real hero.
Tiger.
Yes, tiger. Right, say. Out of 280, can you imagine in SSB in Allahabad? In SSB in Allahabad, 280, 71, and then only one. And he is in front of you. This is, you all are lucky, and I am also lucky that type of student, see, I believe every time, Dronacharya, you know the character of Dronacharya? Is nothing. Who is Dronacharya? If Arjuna was not there, Arjuna is there. That is the reason only Dronacharya got fame, glory or whatever. We can remember Dronacharya for what? For Arjun. So if Dronacharya not met the Arjun, nowhere Dronacharya. Like we all nowhere, like you all are Arjuns. If you all get success, then only we be live or live in your action, in your whatever achievement, we will be there. So he is my Arjun. He is my, in the real sense, he is my Arjun, because he gives me a lot of things. You can't believe what he had already gives me. You give him a challenge. Do you know his background? He is a swimmer. He represents a national event. In a national meet, he represents himself as a swimmer in a national. 92% in class 10 plus 2. Class 10 plus 2, 92%. And then national swimmer, then SSB cracker or achiever. I don't say the cracker, this is a wrong word in the market. That is SSB cracker. SSB not a nutshell that you will crack it. It's an achievement. You can achieve. You achieve the SSB recommendation. So he has already achieved SSB recommendation. And out of 280, only one in front of you. So I say, I request or I order that please give him some tips that how they can get success when they will face SSB. Because in SSB, what the thing you followed and what the thing you believe, that for that reason you have got a recommendation, and what the tricks or what the your experience in SSB Allahabad, please share with them and free. Take a time, 1 hour, 2 hour, whatever. Today we all here just to listen you. Nothing else. Our one program, our one motto, only to listen you. I want to listen you that how you did this thing. That's a achievement in data. Splendid. Do you what? in NDA, he has also cleared the written examinations, okay. But in SSB, NDA, whatever the thing, 300 or the 330 is the vacancy seat. And here, what was the vacancy number?
90.
90. In all over India, not in Bengal. All over India, out of 90. See the achievement. Out of 300 in SSB, if he recommended, then another. In TS, technical entry scheme, we are just only 90. All over India, go there. And those are all 85% up. They are in marks. Otherwise, they will never get the call. In TS, they will never get call if they have not scored 85 and above in their boards exam. He and like that all met and he beat them. So he is a real challenger. So we will give him a time to listen what his experience. Okay? Again, 1.
Sit.
First of all, thank you everyone.
If you feel
to-
please stand, you can. If you
No,
sit,
sit,
stand.
sit.
Okay. Let's continue.
Thank you everyone that you came here to see me. I feel great as that day I went to my first SSB. I thought that yeah, I'll be able to do it in this time. It was in Mysore and it was of NDA. But unfortunately, I was too careless in that time. My dressing was not good. My sense was not good. See, in this way, you need to see that which things you have lacked. And I was repeatedly asked this thing in SSB Allahabad. First time in my personal interview, second time in my conference, and third time in the call-up office when I went there to fill the upcoming forms. So I told everyone that I was much careless at that time, but I have recovered it now. And the sole thing is that in SSB, what you need to keep inside you is that to be yourself. You did not need to put any mask to show in front of that officers, as because those officers are far more experienced than what you are. What you think about them is not actually the thing. The thing is that they have attended a large number of ASSBs before you have attended that, and so they might recognize you in that way only. So, and the sole thing about being yourself is that you will not become nervous in that case. Another thing, don't replicate someone else that he did so, and the most replications happen in the case that in the personal interview it happens that he said so. So if I say that, then I'll be recommended like him. Don't do that. Just find your own reason. See, success comes. But the thing is that if you need to achieve success, the thing is that first you need a reason. You need to understand the reality that everything happens for a reason. Once you find the reason that I need to do this, similarly I found my reason also. In that way, everyone has different reasons. So if you don't have any reason, the first thing is that you can't do it. The first thing you have to find why you are doing that. Secondly, how you can do. Like Joydeb sir classes and Joydeb sir himself, as well as the supporting staff here, have helped me very much in this case. In the SSB classes, I remember when I attended in my first few weeks, I was not able to speak clearly and to attend all the exercises well. So at that time I was scolding, but now those scoldings are worth it. Now I feel that those scoldings have made me what I am now, and the punishments in the institutes are just a piece of thing which very few people get, and those things only are the drivers to your success. One more thing, just I would like to compare this thing with a train journey. Okay, a train needs to reach its destination. Ultimately, when it does it when it stays on the same track. I mean the track in which it has been instructed. Similarly, you need an instructor who can instruct you to your road throughout your road to reach your destination. Another thing, a train consists of many passengers. Just think why I'm saying that is that if you are the train, you have helped those passengers to reach their destination to serve their own purpose. Similarly, once you have achieved your success, the thing is that you should not think about your own self. The thing is, you should help others to accomplish those things. Is the thing. Is the thinking by which you should travel. Another thing is that as we see, a train cannot run in one track. A train has two tracks. Similarly, apart from a dream which you have to choose something which can keep you involved, so that you don't feel that I am solely doing only one thing and I am not interested in it more. And distractions come in this way only, that I am doing only one thing, I have nothing to do except this. But as I choose sports, so in this way you all have, might be some hobbies, that singing, dancing, sports. So in this way you need to find that thing. And the day I entered in SSB Allahabad, since the starting of the screening, on that day I thought that last time I wasn't able to make it. Let's try what's in trying. So I've tried my screening test well. I've tried the officer's intelligence test, and after that PPDT, and I've actively participated in the group discussion also. And before that, I found out another mistake, that in SSB Mysore, I have written a negative story which the officers don't like. In this case, you have to be positive, and I have framed a positive story. After that, I was I thought that I got screened in, so it's a golden chance for me. If I have come this far, then let's do it this time, as this chance might not come any other time. So after that, throughout the rest 4 days, like from the second day was my psychological test, in which it starts from TAT, I mean thematic appreciation test, then word association test, SRT, situation reaction test, and ultimately SDT, self description test. In TAT, the thing is that the 12 pictures are, you'll be shown 12 pictures, and a time will be present in which you have to write a story over there. After that, you will have WAD, in which 60 words will come, and in that per word you will get 15 seconds to read, think about it, and write a meaningful statement. Not statement, an ideology or something which is related to your lives. It shows your picture in such a way, and it helps the psychologist to see that what kind of thinking you possess in that case. After that, SRT, situation reaction test. In that case you have to think that in whatever situation, what are the steps you are going to take right after that. And in that case also, the more you are positive, I'm not saying anyone to change. If you are positive, then let it be. And those who have a negative thinking, just try that you shift to the positive side so firmly that in that case you don't have to think that what I have to write here. It just comes from your heart that I will do this. And it also helps the psychologist that to read your mind, that how you can tackle all the problems and how positive you can be in your lives. The next thing is self-description test. In it you have to write that how your parents think about it, how your teachers think about it, how your friends think about it, what you yourself think about it, and what are your aims and what weaknesses you have. You have to study everything solely. Like when I stayed there, I saw that the few other batches which came there, like after I got recommended, I was shifted to a room in which the candidates of the TGC entry were also present. they were asking me the tips that in SDT what I need to write. I told them the structure that yeah, it's fine. You have to write that what your parents think, teachers think. You don't need to prepare about it something. Whatever you have in your heart, you have to write there at that place. Still, he kept on saying that please tell whatever you have written, please tell. I said okay, I'm saying, but you please don't copy me. If you copy me, then you're almost out of this race. And he said okay, fine, but tell me some examples so that I can do it. Not only one person told me, in this way many people told me, and I saw almost 6 or 7 in my room. They kept on long hours of study of the SSB books. I was thinking, what are you doing? I just asked them this. I saw one, he was studying the SRT. I asked that, what you are studying, man? He said that in what situation, what I have to do, I am trying to find out the similarity in this case and I am going to write it over there. I said, okay, that's fine, but you know what, in that case, the psychologist wants to treat your mind and see one thing. If they see that in SRT sheet, you have one type of mentality, in that you have one other type of mentality, in WAT you have some other type, in SDT you have some other type, and in personal interview, the main thing, you have some other type of mentality, then he will think that you are cloned. Once you are cloned, you are out of this race. So he said that, what can I do? I said, you just ask yourself that what I would have done in that case, and you write that simply in one sentence. He said, okay, fine, but I said a few more, but still they kept on studying. I thought, okay, fine, you read, whatever you will write, you write. In that batch, 2 people got recommended. I remember one was from Tamil Nadu, Coimbatore, and the other I don't remember. So we became friends well. So okay, after the second day, the third day comes, group testing starts. In third day, the first thing we had was group discussion. In this, our group was there of 9 candidates, and the GTO was there. He was a Colonel Kripal Singh from Allahabad, and he told that you need to discuss it among yourself, but don't make it a fish market. That usually happens in almost every place. But you know what? It happens over there. And the more you say that don't do, the more it happens. So in our group discussion, the first topic was that why do you think that the international tourism in India has been declining in these years? Declining in these years. Is it due to the lack of national security or the lack of infrastructure? So normally, yeah, we had one more option that I don't remember the whole thing, but it was about India's relations with China. But we had voting in us that which topic we had to select. As we were left out with options, we selected the first one, that is tourism, and after that we started. You know what? At that time, I saw everyone thinking that what they will say, so I took the chance and I started the group discussion. After that, it continued well. Fish market happened, but it's common in that case. But I tried to settle down. And after that, one more group discussion happened. That it was about why is the obesity increasing in our society? Is it due to the addiction of gadgets, or the increase in the eating of junk foods, or increased competition? So it was a good topic. So we did a good group discussion. So after that, we had our group planning exercise. Our group planning exercise started well, but it was totally messed up in the end, as it happens. But we tried keep our aim right. Aim, as because the GTO might be thinking that the people who keep the aim right might be he's thinking well for the group. And so after that, TikTok it was. After that, we had our snake race. snake race. Oh, I'm sorry. After that, we had our progressive group task. In it, you'll have obstacles, right? Like 4 kinds of obstacles were there, and artificial obstacles, everything. Like you will put one rod, something like this, then a drum will be there, and few stones will be placed. Everything will be colored. 3 types of colors were present. Some were white, some were blue, and some were red. The red ones were the indications that you can't touch them or you can't place anything over them. Once you placed, you will be kept at a penalty and you have to step back to your previous step. And blue ones were that you can stand on those, but you can't put any structure on that place. The white ones were freedom. You can do anything. You can put any structure on that. You can stand on that. And we were given one drum which we had to carry from this side to that side. So 4 obstacles were present at the place. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean 4 groups of obstacles which we had to cross. So unfortunately we were not able to complete the final obstacle. But our group had one common thing, that everyone wanted to cross it. Everyone wanted to achieve the goal. So I think that that might have struck the head of the officer that yeah, this group is fine. After that, snake race was that. Snake race is the group obstacle race in which your group is there and you will be given a snake type of thing. I mean, an artificial snake. And after that, you have to carry it in your group. Few rules are there. You'll have 7 obstacles, 7 to 8. I don't remember actually. 7 to 8, which you have to cross in groups. And when you will be on the obstacle, at that time, at least 3 people of your group have to keep hand on the snake. Okay, and when you will be on the ground, plain ground, at that time everyone has to carry the snake together, and in that case you will have a group cry. Okay, like in our case, our group cry was Jai Mata Di. Our side group had Bharat Mata Ki Jai, and one group also had How's the Josh Heiser. So it was fine that we have to shout and we have to achieve the goal. The obstacles were tough, but trying the tough is always the good thing to try, and that too in a group. Okay, so after that we came second in that race. Yeah, we were penalized once that someone touched the red part. As I said that we can't touch the red part, so someone touched it. So he penalized us that your whole group have to move around the whole structure 2 times and then you have to come here. So in that case we came second all after that. After the snake race, we had our half group task. In half group task, like progressive group task, I said 4 steps are present, like 4 set of obstacles are present. In half group task, you will have only one of them. It will be very easy. Means, and your group will be divided into half. I mean, if you have 9 people, then it might happen that one group will be having 5 and one group will be having 4. So it's fine. You can work out that well over there. It's a small obstacle, and it does not take much time. After that, we had our lecture in which you will be having 4 choices. I mean 4 topics, among which you have to select, and you have to speak on the topic for 3 minutes in front of your group. So and time for preparation is, I think, 3 minutes. I mean, before us the person was present, I mean the candidate was present, the time for his speaking is equal to the time for which he will be preparing that thing. So basically my topics were that India's relations with its neighboring countries, then tourism, then inflation and junk food. I thought, yeah, tourism will be fine as I have many idea about it. So when I spoke about the national tourism 60% and international tourism I spoke 40%. So it's fine. The group testing officer was trying to make me nervous by he was watching me this way. So I smiled in that place. So after that day, on the 4th day, on the 3rd day after this, I thought, almost everything is done. Group obstacles are already done. Few were left. Chicken was also available. So it will be fine. So I ate 8 pieces, I think. It was fine over there. So after eating, we came back to our room and slept. So for the next day, we had our command task, then individual obstacles, as well as the final group task or the full group task. So the day started with individual obstacles. I remember that in our batch, I mean the batch of 71, 3 to 4 people got injured, like they fell down from the Burma Bridge or some other obstacle, and one candidate had his leg fractured in snake race. He was sent back to home. So in individual obstacles, I was able to complete 9. The last obstacle was that you have to balance in it. Bamboo was there, and above that you have to walk. So at last I was completely exhausted, and I tried it at the last. So when I went on half, I have crossed, and after that I fell down. I again came and I again started, and in this way the time ended. So I had to come back after completing 9 only. So after individual obstacles, we had our tea break, and after that command task was there, in which I was made the commander, and I have to select 2 people of my group who will help me to cross the obstacle. Obstacle means, as I said, that in half group task the obstacle was present. The same kind of obstacle is there. You have to cross it. Being the commander, you have to instruct the 2 people whom you have selected out from your group. You have to instruct them, and they can't tell anything over you. Okay. I was being called in this way 3 times by 3 of my group members. So I just kept quiet, and as they instructed me, I did it in that way only. So after this, we had our final group task or the full group task, in which, as I said, in the progressive group task, the last one was the hardest. The last obstacle, only the last obstacle was to be, was a single obstacle which we have to carry out as a group. Full group of 9. We have to do it. So it was fine. We did it in the time. The officer was also impressed by our ideas and all. So after that, everything is over. Yeah, I missed one thing, that second day my individual interview, personal interview was there. The thing is that I was waiting that